Hey guys, what's going on? Gonna take a quick look here at Vechain. Ticker for this is VET, and right now what you're looking at is the weekly time frame. Couple of things before I get started though. First, if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I drop new content, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. Also, if you want to please do trade this, I'm going to put links to 3 different exchanges in both the pinned comment and the description. And if you sign up to any of those 3 through those links, you're going to get a sign up bonus. Now, I should mention that 2 out of the 3 currently require KYC. If you want an exchange that does not require KYC, then you're pretty much running out of options. But this one right here, as of right now anyway, shouldn't be hassling you for your ID, right? So they're a non-KYC exchange, and they allow you to withdraw up to $20,000 worth of crypto every single day without submitting your identification. In this one, just like the others, you'll get a sign-up bonus if you use the links in the description. All right, so back to VeChain. As I mentioned, this is the weekly time frame. I covered this coin I'd say about a week and a half ago. So I know the chart looks cluttered, but all of these levels are still very valid, right? So what I want to show you right now, the other day when the price was crashing, I was a bit hesitant to look at this just because I do hold quite a bit of it, and I figured that we were just going to cut right through all the supports. But this is why waiting to see how the weekly candle closes is so important, because if you look what's happening right now, we have this long wick. So while we did dump well below the support level that I mentioned in the last video, it's being bought up, and right now as I make this video, the candle body is currently above the support region. Okay, so I'll zoom back out here and just explain where that support comes from. So if you want to trade VeChain, I recommend that you draw this downsloping level of, well, you see it was a resistance, but now it's been flipped to a support, right? So more often than not, when you break a strong level of resistance like we just did back in February, the price will come back and retest it as a support. So now we're currently on our 3rd week of back testing this broken resistance, okay? So as I make this, it's currently holding. Second line of support, which gives this region that we're at a little bit more confluence, is going to be right here. So as you can see, it initiates all the way down here during the scamdemic crash, and then all I did is just run a trend line up and connect it right here and then right here. So these 2 lines intersect where we currently are. So in my opinion, it's very important that this level holds come Sunday evening, which is tomorrow evening at around 8 p.m. What you want to see is this candle body closing above these 2 lines. All right, so I'll change the time frame so we can get a closer look at what's happening and where I would personally look for an entry if I were to long this. Okay, so we're on the daily right now, and as you can see, the price is just under this resistance line. This is the level that we're currently battling with. All right, so keep that in mind. I'll take it down to the 4-hour. And yeah, look at how the price is responding to this level of resistance, because as I mentioned all the time in these videos, broken support gets flipped to a resistance. So we're right there. We're fighting with it right there. So where would I personally look to enter a long position? Okay, so I think what I would do, looking at this right now, we have broken through on a 4-hour time frame. So just to show you what I mean, I would take a horizontal ray and paste it right at the low of these candle bodies. Yeah, and this is the level that we just recently broke through on the 4-hour. Now, if I wanted extra confirmation, what I would probably do is wait to see how this closes on the daily. And right now it's about 10 to 5, so this daily candle is going to close at about 8 p.m. Eastern, so about 3 hours from now. And what I would ideally want to see is a candle body closing above this previous low right here. Okay, so right here. If we're able to close a candle body above here, then I would personally look to enter a long position. All right, and of course, tomorrow Sunday, that's the close of the weekly candle. So if we're able to salvage this level, close the body above the primary support region, I would say that's a very, very good sign. All right, so just a quick update here on VeChain. If you want to know what all these other lines are, just go back and watch the VeChain video I did last week. All right, so I'm going to flip this to Bitcoin quickly just so we can see what's going on here. Looks like it's making a pretty decent recovery. There's one thing that I wanted to point out though that I didn't notice in the last video, and that's going to be here. So you may want to take note of this. You can take a trend line, connect the wick here to the wick here, and that's pretty much where we got support. Right now, where we're coming up right now, we are going to be at a resistance. So just look at the low of these candle bodies right here on the daily time frame, and that's the level that we're currently contending with right now. But if I take the time frame down, actually I'll go all the way down to the hourly, And right here in the last analysis I did on Bitcoin, I think I did it yesterday actually, I pointed out what was happening here on the 1 hour time frame. See, we had this downsloping level of resistance, and then we had these two horizontal regions that are quite significant, right? So the first was this one, which was the low of the candle body on this pivot point, and that was the resistance for quite a while. And I said that if we're able to break out of this horizontal resistance level as well as break this downsloping level of resistance, so the first cue that Bitcoin was going to have, some upwards momentum would be the break of this downsloping level of resistance. But right here, this would have been this candle closed right here on the 1 hour time frame, how the body closed above this resistance and officially broke it. That was a cue to enter. So if you entered here and you bought one Bitcoin, for example, you'd already be up over $1,000 on that trade. All right, so I just showed you that on the daily time frame we are facing resistance, but here on the hourly, the next level of resistance is going to be right up here at around 58,500. So keep an eye on that. It's going to be interesting to see how the price responds to this level. If we break this level, then I think we may be able to salvage the very important $60,200 level that I've been talking about for ages here, based on the weekly time frame, right? So you see here on the weekly time frame, I'll zoom out. This region stems from the top of these candle bodies up here. You can just mark that on your chart, horizontal array, whatever you want to use. And you'll notice here that on a weekly time frame, we have not closed a candle body below this level. And again, that's around $60,200, right? So what you want to look for tomorrow night is this candle body to close back up above here. Hopefully we can do it. Hopefully get some buyers coming into the market. But if we're able to do that, and this just ends up being a fake out with a long wick, then that's a very bullish sign that, the bull market is still popping, right? Okay, if you want to know all the potential support levels and everything that I'm looking at on this Bitcoin chart, just watch the video from yesterday. All right, that about wraps it up for Vechain and a quick look at Bitcoin. Once again, if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I drop new content, just click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. If you found the video helpful, just click like. That kind of helps with the algorithm. And if you want to place through trade, check out the links to the exchanges in the pinned comment and the description to activate some sign-up bonuses. And out of those three, if you want one with no KYC currently, then this is the one you should probably hit up. It's called BloFin. I'll link it at the top. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.